what was your relationship like with Bill Kenwright? What are your memories of him?
Well, I had an excellent relationship with him, and he probably had the same sort of relationship with every player that's played for the club. I can genuinely say every player that's ever put the blue shirt on, he loves them more than anything, and it was always the way. He relay tales of Dave Hickson, who was his favourite Evertonian, and people like that. They gone to the Ball, Kendall, and Harvey era as well when Everton were really successful through the 60s. But he was Mr Everton, as you say. He was the local boy that had done good, and whenever he came down to the dressing room, which wasn't very often, he wasn't the sort of chairman that would have been in your face. He didn't necessarily want to be that guy that was constantly seen around the changing room. He used to let David Moyes get on with tactics. But the odd time we would see him, when he would come down to see us, when he would maybe see us after games and things like that, he'd relay like a 5-minute clip or something, or he'd speak about a 5-minute highlight reel that you'd done maybe 6 months before. He'd be talking about games that you've got no knowledge of. He'd go, "No, I remember seeing what about that game at Middlesbrough when you were taking Middlesbrough on your own," and things like this. He was that his knowledge was top class, yes, first of all, but he genuinely had a feeling for every single player, because he knew what it meant to him as a supporter growing up, that he never got that opportunity to wear the blue shirt. But he also recognised the hard work that it took to get to the level that every one of the players got to play in the shirt. So he was that sort of character, an incredible, as you say, like maybe ambassador for the club. And I know it's perhaps turned sour in the last few years. Many people felt that he held on to the club for too long, but I can honestly say from speaking to him, his heart was always in the right place when it came to Everton. He didn't want to relinquish control of the club to someone that didn't care as much as him, for someone who didn't necessarily or would necessarily back the manager the way that he would back the manager and has backed the manager over the years, and didn't have the heart in the right place. And that was, I think, probably his overwhelming feeling when it came to the sale over the last, 10 years or so, whenever that's been.